Hello and welcome to this video on adding decimals. Let's start with a straightforward example. Whenever you are adding or indeed subtracting numbers, you should always lay them out in a column like this. How do you do this? Well, you need to make sure that digits of the same place value are in line with each other. What do I mean by that? Well, here we've got the number 357 and 7 is in the units or ones column. Here we've got the number 132 where 2 is in the units or ones column, and I have put those in line with each other, so the units and ones are in line with the units and ones of the other number. Here the tens of this number are in line with the tens of this number. The hundreds of this number are in line with the hundreds of this number. So make sure that digits of the same place value are in line with each other. You then need to make sure that you start on the right hand side, so the column that the yellow arrow is pointing to. And in this case it is the units or ones column. So let's begin. 7 plus 2 is 9. Then you go to the next column, which is in this case the tens column, and you do 5 plus 3, which is 8. And then to this column, which is the hundreds, 3 plus 1 is 4, 489. Example number 2, 745 plus 128. So again, we're starting on the right hand side, which again is the units or ones column in this case. 5 plus 8 is 13. How do I do this? Well, I put the 3 of the 13 here, the units of the 13, and I carry the 10 part of the 13 forwards. So together that makes my number 13. Then I do 4 plus 2, which is 6, plus another 1 is 7. So make sure if you've carried anything forward that you remember to add it. And then we've got 7 plus 1 here, which is 8. So my answer to that one is 873. Example 3. Again, start on the right hand side. Now here we actually have two decimals, 6.14 and 1.89. I'm still going to start on this side, which in this case is the hundredths column. So I'm going to talk about this as 4 plus 9 and making 13, but just be aware that it's not 13 as we know it, because this 4 is actually in the hundredths column, and this is in the this 9 is in the hundredths column. So technically we've got 3 hundredths here and 1/10. But just for example purposes, I'm going to say 13. So 9 plus 4 is 13. Then I'm going to go to my next column along, which in this case is the tenths. Now I'm going to say 1 plus 8, but please be aware it is 1/10 plus 8 tenths. Okay, so just remember that and bear that in mind. But for example purposes, I'm going to say 1 plus 8, which is 9, plus another 1 gives me 10. And I put the 0 of the 10 there. I'm going to put my decimal point here because that's in line with these decimal points. And I'm going to put the 1, my 10 here. So that number there makes 10. There's the 1, there's the 0. Then I'm going to do 6 plus 1, which is 7, plus another 1, which is 8. So my final answer is 8.03. Example 4, 52.9 plus 39.6. So I'm going to start on the right hand side. 9 plus 6 is 15, so I'm going to put the 5 there and the 1 of the 15 there. Decimal point goes there, keep it all in line. 2 plus 9 is 11, but I've got to add on that 1 as well, which gives me my 12. I'm going to put the 2 of the 12 here and the 1 of the 12 there. And then 5 plus 3 is 8, plus another 1 is 9. So my final answer there is 92.5. Example 5. Start on the right hand side. 7 plus 5, don't forget these are actually hundredths, but I'll talk about it in terms of 7 and 5 here in this example, but bear in mind it's hundredths. 7 plus 5 is 12. You put your 2 there of your 12 and your 1 there. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus another 1 is 4. Put your decimal point there, in line with the decimal points above. 0 plus 8 is just 8, and 6 plus 5 is 11. So watch how I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the 1 of the units of the 11 there, but then because the number is finished now, I'm going to put the other one there. So together that makes my 11 that I've got from my 6 plus 5. So I get 118.42. Example 6, 739.8 plus 527.6. Again, I'm going to start on the right hand side, which in this case is the tenths column. 8 plus 6 is 14. Put the 4 there and the 1 there. Put my decimal point in. 9 plus 7 is 16, plus 1 is 17. Bring the 1 forward. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus another 1 is 6. And 7 plus 5 is 12, so I'm going to put the 2 here, and look what I do with the 1. Because the number is now finished, I'm going to put 100 and my 1 and my 2 there to make 12, which gives me my final number of 1,267.4. Okay, here are a couple for you to have a go at yourselves. So pause the video now, write these out, have a go at them, and then resume the video to see the answers. And here are the answers. So mark these now, and well done for having a go.